victory is mine. Tremble at the power of the mighty Dracula. It was Colonel Blood with the garlic in the dungeon. I win.
Let's see the cards, then.
Are you calling me a cheat?
Dad, you cheat at everything. Chess, Snap, Scrabble.
Bloxyplop is a real word.
Yeah, it's Transylvanian for my dad's pants are on fire. Now show us the cards. Why do all our games have to end like this?
Because you're losers.
Sluder. The game of detective fun for vampires aged 8 to 800.
It's pitiful. What would the Grand High Vampire say if he saw this?
Well, luckily, the Grand High Vampire isn't here right now.
Master, the Grand High Vampire is here! Right now!
Robin, you've got to get out of here. You're in serious danger.
Your grandness, what an unexpected honor.
This isn't a social call, Dracula. We are here on official business.
We?
Justice Morai.
Sure.
Count Dracula, you are hereby charged with gross misconduct under Rule 3, Paragraph 5, Subclause 9 of ancient vampire law.
Rule 3, Paragraph 5, Subclause 9?
What does that mean?
No idea.
It means death. Your death.
Dad, what are you doing? You're supposed to be revising for your Osley inspection.
What's the point?
What's the point? Slaying is our destiny.
Your mum didn't think so.
I know.
She begged me to forget about vampires. Just couldn't do it. No wonder she left. Again. She couldn't even bring herself to leave a note.
Dad, I miss Mom too. But think about it. We've sacrificed everything for this. If we're not slayers, we're nothing.
You're right. Go on, test me.
What metal, an alloy of silver and garlic, can drain vampires of their powers?
I know this one.
Argentalium. But everyone knows that. Except you, Van Helsink.
Professor Cheney. He bullied me all through Slayer School. Well, school's out, Professor, and nobody calls me Van Helsink anymore.
You don't check the graffiti in the school toilets much, do you?
Now, shall we just get on with the theory test?
Oh, that won't be necessary. Of Slayer now emphasizing practical performance targets. To pass the inspection, all you need do is slay one vampire.
Count Dracula. You are accused of shaming vampires everywhere by associating with breathers and slayers.
Very dare you! I shan't rest until I find the one who's accused me!
Shall I read you the list?
Yes, that'd be useful, thanks.
Your parents-in-law, Attila and Crone.
Don't listen to those old coffin lodgers.
Also several vampire friends who attended your hunt ball last year.
Well, not friends exactly. I hardly knew them.
And of course, your nephew, Boris.
Boris?
Boris?
Yes. He wrote to me several times, accused you of all sorts of crimes, fraternizing with slayers, befriending breathers.
Ridiculous!
I have several pages here about someone called Elizabeth Branner. In the end, I sent Justice Morai to investigate if there was any truth in these claims.
These charges are very serious indeed. Have you anything more to add?
Well, there is one thing. Sometimes I've seen them play board games.
Disgraceful. Oh, preposterous allegations!
Don't know what he's talking about.
Silence!
The trial will begin 1 hour before daybreak. If you are found guilty, it will be death by dawn for you, Count Dracula.
Don't you mean death at dawn?
No, he said death by dawn. We drag you out and wait for the sunlight to do its thing.
Yes, that would do it.
What? Who made you judge, jury, and executioner?
My card.
Justice Morai, judge, jury, and executioner.
Any more questions?
Yeah. Do I get a front row seat?
Ingrid.
All right. Do we all get front row seats?
For your own father's execution. Of course you do.
Except for that half-fang.
Hey, who you calling half-fang? I'm as good a vampire as you are.
Then I accept the challenge. The Crypt, midnight, for a duel to the death.
Will! You zombie-brained zombie!
Hey, what did I do?
You just picked a fight with the world's second most powerful vampire!
Don't worry. I'm gonna get you out of here.
What are you doing?
Just getting this, book on, ancient vampire lore. Don't worry, Dad. I'm gonna get you out of this. Everything's gonna be fine. Probably.
All right, here we go. Wish me luck, General.
In your own time. This century, if possible. Not bad, Eric.
Good luck, Dad.
Here's the plan. We run away. You two go first. While they're out looking for you, I arrest you, Robin. We leave the country, then meet up again in Uncle Ivan's place and hide out there till the heat's off.
No. Count Dracula does not run away.
You did last time.
That was different. Some of those peasants had really big pitchforks.
This is worse than any peasant mob. This is the Grand High Vampire. By tomorrow morning, you'll either be in California or...
Decorating the inside of Renfield's Hoover bag. Your choice.
I choose neither. I'm not leaving my castle.
Dad, what are we gonna do now?
What do you mean, we?
Great. What do I do now?
No doubt about it. Dracula's guilty. This whole place stinks of breather.
Your grandness, what's wrong?
I smell sweat. Breather sweat. What kind of vile abomination is this? Filthy breather shoes. Dispose of them, Morai.
At once, your grandness.
Bite the neck of reality, Will. You can't win a fight with Justice Morai.
Don't underestimate me. I can take him on, no problem.
Really? Then this is gonna be more fun than I thought. Choose your weapon. Sword. Or axe.
Who needs weapons? Come on, meathead, let's do this right now!
No, it must be at the appointed time and place.
Do you know what I think? I think underneath that mask, you're just a chicken.
Will! ignore him.
Great. Midnight for a duel to the death.
This is not looking good, Zoltan. Any bright ideas? Zoltan, you are not helping.
That's because your father is as guilty as a puppy in a wet patch. He's doomed. Unless
What?
the Count has the right to appeal to the Grand High Vampire. All he has to do is ask nicely.
You want the Prince of Darkness to say please?
Like I said, he's doomed.
Vampire scum? Target identified.
Now, proceed at a moderate pace. I want to see a nice, clean slaying. Hold it steady! Remember your sticking distances.
Don't be a backseat slayer. Take cover! So do I lose marks for this?
Dad, I've got a plan.
There you are. What are you doing?
Dad, you down here?
Prepare to die! Oh, it's you. I thought you were the half-fan. He's 30 seconds late already.
Looks like the duel's off.
Shame. So what are you doing down here?
I live here, remember?
Don't get clever with me, young Dracula!
No need for that. I'm just trying to find my dad. He's not in his room. Have you seen him? Take that as a no. Excuse me, Your Grandness. Have you seen my... Dad? What happened?
The Grand High Vampire's not feeling very well.
We have to get you out of here before Moroi finds out.
Before Moroi finds out what? The Grand High Vampire has been slain! What do you have to say for yourself, Dracula? I'm waiting! Oops. The Grand High Vampire was a cunning, vicious predator. The perfect vampire. And now you, Count Dracula, have murdered him.
The only murderer in this room is you.
Daywalker. What?
You heard me. It happened at midnight.
What are you doing?
I saw you kill him.
But Moroi was with me. Are you sure about the time?
Positive. The clock chimed. They were over here. They had a fight. They must have knocked the clock over.
It stopped at midnight exactly.
Ha! The stinking breeder has made a mistake. It wasn't me.
It's hard to mistake a guy with a helmet for a face. Oh, wait. Don't tell me. You carry a spare one.
Actually, I do. And I gave it to him.
Justice Morai asked me to polish his spare battle helmet, ready for the fight at midnight. I think that's what he said. And when I got back, the helmet was gone.
Then what happened?
Someone stole it.
Pretending to be him.
And murdered the Grand High Vampire.
Cool.
Not cool. Vamp on vamp violence is the ultimate crime, and I shall search this castle from battlement to crypt until I find the fiendish murderer. Starting in your room, Count Dracula.
You're wasting your time. There's nothing here.
Oh, really? And what you call this? Garlic perfume.
I bought that for my wife.
You were trying to kill Mum.
No, just give her a nasty rash.
Dad.
Look, it still doesn't prove that I killed the Grand High Vampire.
No, but this does.
Right, that's it. Count Dracula, I sentence you to...
Death. Death. To all you vampires.
Dad!
See, Professor Cheney, I knew I'd prove myself to you one day.
Yet again, Eric, you made one basic error.
Oh, what now?
Never take time out to gloat because...
Vampires have super speed.
Don't be too disappointed. You still get to witness the execution of Count Dracula.
When are you going to get it through that thick helmet of yours? You have no evidence against me.
And what you call this?
What's that noise?
An earring?
What? Oh, that.
Explain yourself, girl.
Keep your leather pants on, Justice Moron. Yes, I took your stupid helmet.
I was trying to come up with a plan to save my stupid boyfriend when I saw that maggot running for his life. I went to investigate, spotted the helmet, and it gave me an idea.
Pill?
I mean... half fang. What's wrong with your voice? I've got a sore throat. So I'm cancelling the fight. You really are a chicken. Silence! Or I'll rip off your wings and stuff you with them. Sorry, Justice Moran. Who? I mean, yes. Well, don't let it happen again.
You dared impersonate me?
Yeah, it was pretty brave. That helmet stinks of zit cream and bat breath. So I ditched it in Dad's room.
You framed me for Grand High Vampicide.
Yes.
You see, Mariah, your evidence is worthless.
Maybe, but there's still the matter of your fraternizing with breeders and slayers.
You'll never prove it.
Oh, I don't think I'll have too much trouble.
That reminds me. Why are those breathers still breathing?
Because they are my evidence. Nobody is to harm them. Until the execution is over, then we shall squeeze them like lemons.
Dad. Count Dracula. Don't worry, Dad. I'll save you. Nice hat. Where's your clipboard now, Baldy?
And so, Count Dracula, your death is nigh, and vampires everywhere will rejoice at your demise.
You've got to get out of there.
Oh, well done, Robin. Unfortunately, this cage is made of argentalium. It drains vampire powers.
Can't you just turn into smoke or something?
Oh, he'll soon be turning into smoke. Permanently. Count Dracula, you are guilty of fraternizing with slayers and breathers.
Stop! You can't do this.
Of course I can. Face it, Vlad, you've lost. And I sentence you to...
No, you actually can't do this. We still have the right to appeal to the new Grand High Vampire. You'll have to postpone the execution.
Fine. I guess you should start appealing.
You're going to make yourself Grand High Vampire.
Executions are so much fun.
I hereby crown myself Grand High Vampire.
Right, Slayer time. Take that, vampire.
Boris!
Boris?
Sick cream and bat breath, of course.
Boris, why?
Revenge, Vlad. Sweet, sweet revenge.
How could I be so stupid?
I've been asking myself that for 14 years.
You killed the Grand High Vampire and tried to frame my dad.
But you said he was with you.
Yeah, at midnight. But the murder didn't happen at midnight, did it? You planned it all along. You knew Robin was there.
Ah, there you are.
You changed the time on the clock.
What are you doing?
You murdered the Grand High Vampire. I can't believe I nearly fell for that corny time switch trick.
But what happened to the real Justice Moray? What do you think? You murdered him too. You're as mad as a kipper.
Well, now we've sorted that out. Could someone get me out of this cage?
Sorry, Uncle. But your sentence, it still stands.
You don't have that right.
Oh, but I will. When I become the Grand High Vampire.
The crown, it destroyed him.
Like I'm gonna destroy all you vampires. Prepare to die. Foul stench on the breath of humanity.
Come here and say that, Slayer.
All right.
Closer. Oh, closer!
Dad, what's wrong?
Change of plan. Come Come on, Jenno. We're going home.
I don't understand. Actually, I don't understand anything that's happened.
At least someone's acting normally today.
Well, when you've quite finished, could somebody please get me out of here before dawn?
I'm coming, Master.
Eric Van Helsing, you have failed your off-slay inspection, and hereby you are ejected from the Slayers Guild. This HQ is now Guild property. Stake and badge, please. I'll leave you to collect your belongings. Close the door on your way out.
Dad, what's going on?
I've let you down, son.
What do you mean?
The Count. He's got your mum.
No.
She's a prisoner in the castle. He said if I didn't leave quietly, we'd never see her again.
Dad. What do we do now?
Whatever it takes.